Good morning, my dear students. How are you? Hope all are fine. Let's start our computer science classes. In previous class, we discussed about system software and application software. Right. In today's class, we are going to take programming tools. Programming tools means in order to get some work done by the computer, we need to give some instructions, which is known as program. So we are giving some instruction to the input data, and this input data is processed and we will get some output. For this purpose, we are using computer languages, which is known as programming languages. So computer languages are developed for writing these instructions to give some input to the computer. We are using programming language. So actually we all know that in computers data are stored in the form of binary digits. That means in the form of 0 and 1. So computer can understand the language which use zeros and 1. Computer cannot understand our languages like English, Malayalam or it can understand its own language which is known as machine language. So computer's language is known as machine language. Computers can only understand this machine language. So if you are giving an input to the computer, then it is in our language we are giving input, but computer cannot understand that input because we are using our language. So we have to convert this language into machine language. So we are writing programs in our own language which is known as high level language. So our language is known as high level language. Computer's language is known as machine language, which is also known as low level language. High level and low level language. So if we want to give some input or something, there may be continuous transformation of data. That means we are giving instruction in high level language, but computer can only understand machine language or low level language. So in each line a conversion takes place. For this conversion, language translators are needed. Translator, like we also specify this term translators when we are going outside, and if you don't know their language, then there may be a person who knows both our language and their language. Then he will act as a translator. That means he is the intermediate in between me and them. Like that, computer also needed translator because we are using high level language. Computer can understand only low level language. So this high level language is to convert to low level language. For this purpose, language translators are used. So in computer, we are giving instruction which is known as program. So there are three types of, next topic is classification of programming language. There are three types of programming language. As we told earlier, computer can know its language, which is developed by using zeros and one or binary digits, which is known as machine language or low level language. We cannot understand machine language. It's in the form of binary format. And that is the first category of programming language. And there are another category. We are writing programs in different programming languages like C, C++, Python, Java, according to our wish, which is known as high level language. Our programming language is known as high level language. Computers language is known as low level language. So what is the difference between low level language and high level language? Do you know? This low level language is machine dependent. Means if I am generating a low level language, it's difficult, but suppose I am generating a low level language for my computer, it will not work in your computer because it's machine dependent. So it contains machine language and assembly language. There is also one classification of language are there, which is assembly language. Machine language uses ones and zeros to write instructions which are directly understood by the computer and executed by computer, and it is fast compared to high level language and assembly language. It is fast because computer can understand machine language easily, but to develop programs by using machine language is difficult. So we cannot do operations in machine language because it's difficult to generate programs in machine language, and it's difficult to identify errors in our program. So machine language is easily understandable by the computer, but we cannot deal with it. It is very difficult for us to deal with machine language or low level language. It is fast because no language translators are needed. If we are giving instruction, it will execute automatically. So compared to another languages, it is fast. To simplify the writing of code, assembly language is developed. So first in old cases, this machine language is developed by human beings and they are giving to the computer and computer will work. Like that, instructions are processed. But after that, it's very difficult. After that, assembly language is invented. Assembly language is like our English-like language. It uses mnemonic codes like load, add, sub, like that. It's used mnemonic codes, so it contains English-like words and symbols. Compared to machine language, we can understand easily. Then it's also have some problem. That means the code written for one CPU will not work in another CPU. So for each computer, we have to give each assembly language instruction. Suppose I am doing a program and giving to you, it will not work in your computer because assembly language also machine dependent. So is it possible to create such a language? Now we are using many mobile applications and websites. Suppose I am designing a website for my computer. Is it easy to design a website for your computer like that? No, it's not easy because for that purpose high level language are introduced which are machine independent. It's like our English, some codes and some grammars, some rules are there for high level language. So instructions are in the form of English, some rules and natural like our natural language, this high level language will work, but it cannot understand by the computer. So we need translators to convert our high level language to low level language. So actually what happens when we are giving some code to the computer, it is first converted into machine language. Then it is processed by the computer and the result will be given back to the user, but in between that there will be a conversion from machine language to high level language. So example for high level language codes are C++, Java, Python. We all are using high level language. So we already told about three types of language. They are low level language or machine language. Second is assembly language and third is high level language. Most difficult for us is low level language. Most easily for us is program high level language. And there is intermediate between these languages. Assembly language, it is compared to low level language, it is easy, but compared to high level language, it is difficult. It uses English like structure. So these are the three languages used for programming. So next topic is language translators. Already we specified that term language translator. We already know who is a translator, who is converting one's language to another is known as translator. For example, if suppose French president comes here, he will talk in French. We cannot know French. Then there will be a person who knows French and English. He will convert French to English. And when we are speaking he will convert English to French. He is this translator. Like this translator, computer also needs translator because computer can understand only machine language. So if you want to do some programming, we are doing by using high level language. Then there will be a need of translator who converts our high level language to low level language. So that language translator, it is a software program. It is a software used to convert high level language to machine language or low level language. So this is the code in high level language. This is the role of language translator. He will convert our code in high level language to code in machine language. Machine language also known as low level language. High level language also known as source code. Machine language also known as object code. So the program code written in high level language or assembly language is known as source code. The converted language is known as machine language or object code. So we have different types of languages. So different translators are needed because assemblies are there. The assembly language, high level language. So many languages. Like in high level language also there are many classification like Python, C, C++, Java, etc. So translator used to convert the code written in assembly language to machine language is known as assembler. Suppose we had written programs in assembly language, computer cannot understand assembly language, then an assembler is a device which will convert this assembly language into machine language. So assembler is a software. Assembler is used to convert assembly language to machine language. Then there will be language translators available to convert codes in programming language like high level language to machine language. That means if you are writing programs in C, C++, etc., then it will convert to low level language by using translators. So there are two types of language translators are used to convert high level language to low level language. They are interpreter and compiler. Compiler and interpreter. You all heard compiler or compilation. Compiler means our C programming use compilers, Turbo C. It's a compiler. Compiler converts the source code into machine code. The interpreter also converts like the same way, but working is different. When we are using a compiler, the whole program is converted into machine language, and once the language is translated, no compiler is needed. Suppose if we had written a program in high level language and it is converted by compiler, then to run that program again no compilers are needed. That means all program is converted into machine language. But in the case of interpreter, line by line translation takes place. That means instead of whole program, single line is converted to object code, then error is checked at the same time itself. So if first line is correct, the next line will be converted and so on. So interpreter is good to check errors. So if the line is syntactically correct only, then next line will be execute. That means line by line checking takes place. Both are used for converting high level language to low level language. Difference in the form of working. So in compiler all program is converted to machine language, but in interpreter line by line execution takes place and errors are displayed at the same time. When a line is executed, errors are displayed. Our Python is an interpreter language. Then in program development tools, there are many IDEs. IDEs means integrated development environment are there to develop program. So when we use this IDE, this program can be typed, compiled and executed or debugged in IDE itself. There are NetBeans. It's an external IDE, not the programming language will supply that IDE. It is installed externally like Eclipse, NetBeans. They are installed externally. By using Eclipse and NetBeans, we can do C program, C++, Java, Python, HTML, any language we can do by using this IDE. So for the easy coding, we are using IDEs. Nowadays, all software companies are using these types of IDEs. So that's all about for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.